Evening peoples, just a quick one really. New general licence out for the pigeons today. I don't think there's a great deal of difference in the one they put out last week, but I'll put a link in the description anyway. Looks like it's been updated a little bit. From what I can see, the only update of it is about proof. They're advising you to have proof now of crop damage and future crop damage, and keeping records of the crop damage and all that fucking bullshit. So yeah, so that really, that's, you know, there's something to do with the crow license as well. I've seen that pop up. I've not actually looked at that one, because that's just for livestock really, and as I've said before, it doesn't affect me if there's fucking crows having to go at the lambs over here. They get a barrel. But all there is, fucking cows trying to get in the... There's cattle trying to get through the fence on the far side, trying to get into the barley field here. I get distracted very easy. Yeah, so I'll put a link in the description to the new pigeon licence, and check it out for yourselves. Have a look, see what you think. Make sure you're doing everything right. I don't know why it was released today though. I'm a bit puzzled. I mean, I put the odd comment here and there trying to find out why Natural England have released this licence this morning, when the deadline to get your evidence, emails in, etc. to DEFRA was 5 o'clock tonight. I don't know, fucked if I know what's going on there. Are they just fucking ignoring us? Do they think, well, you know, I think Basque said something like 26,500 people have done their survey or something like that, and fuck knows how many emails and how much stuff's gone into DEFRA in total, but I don't understand why they released the licence this morning. Fucking can't figure that one out at all. But hey ho, like I say, it doesn't affect me, but it affects, you know, people like my uncle and a lot of the lads I know that shoot in England. It's affecting them. So, you know, at the time I'm doing this, chatting shit as usual. Still nothing for jackdaws, still nothing for rooks, still nothing for magpies for England. What the fuck? You know what I mean? I don't know if all the evidence is being ignored, or if it's just like a stopgap where they've issued this licence so people can carry on until they make a proper decision on it. Because there was talks last week of the pigeon being put on like a quarry list and maybe having a closed season. From what I read, Michael Gove had been considering putting it on so you could shoot pigeons for meat, putting it in a game category, which, well, I mean, you know, it's a cracking sport shooting pigeons. I don't think we should put it in a game category, but if that's the way it's got to go, that's the way it's got to go. But it looks like they'll try and have a closed season. I mean, this is only what I read last week, and what other people have, how other people have speculated that if there is a closed season, it'll be like between May and September. But I believe you'd still be able to shoot the pigeons between May and September if they were causing considerable or serious damage, which then I think you've got to have proof of. But at the end of the day, if anyone's got pigeons flattening a fucking field of corn, take photographs of it. You know what I mean? Video the pigeons going in, flattening the corn. Take photographs of the pigeons flattening it, or the flat patches. And to be honest, in my mind, that should cover your ass, really. You know, but yeah, so I don't really know what's going on with that. Which is why I'm a bit confused about this licence happening today. Popping up today, if that was the consideration, they might as well have just fucking left it. They seem to be pissing about an awful lot. They say, oh yeah, we'll do this and we'll do that and we'll do the other one. And you think, just fucking do one. get it sorted, just fucking do it. Stop pissing about. You know what I mean? You're wasting people's fucking time here. You got me on here doing this shit, wasting your time. But so yeah, so I don't fucking understand that at all. I suppose we'll have to wait and see. There's nothing really concrete come up about why they've issued this licence today. It was dated the 3rd of May, valid from the 3rd of May through to the 31st of December. But obviously in the one of the fucking 500,000 pages of it, it'll say it can be changed at any time. So, you know, well, still got Natural England's fucking name at the top, as you'll see if you have a look on if you click the link on and go on the website, you'll see it still says Natural England, even though I thought they'd been fucking hoofed from it. So none of it's making any fucking sense. I saw something this morning, they're rattling on about stopping people shooting jays. If that fucking magpie comes any closer, I'm going to drill the bastard. There, you see me. On about stopping shooting jays. You know, as it is here, you very rare see a jay, to be honest. See a couple on the permissions I've got further up, but not so many. So that doesn't, it's not going to affect me in the slightest. I don't really bother shooting them, but I'm sure there's places where there's fucking hundreds of them. You know what I mean? Doing a lot of damage, but round here they don't do the damage like a magpie or carrion crow or even the bloody jackdaws do. You know, in the next field up here, I'm waffling again now, aren't I? See, look what you make me do. You make me waffle. In the next field here, when there's sheep in the next field, they got the troughs, the supplementary feeding for the sheep. Fucking hell, you see the magpies that go in them troughs there. Jesus, I've walked up there a few times and just fucking blasted at them as they've all lifted off, and you shoot 3, 4 with a couple of shots. Farmer's always doing his nut. Oh, fucking magpies. He fucking hates them here. But me and my brother, over in that bottom corner, the very far left of this field, the magpies come across and they roost in a clump of trees over there. So if you stand down here along the far edge, fucking magpies come over as it's going dusk, and you can put a dent in them there. We shot quite a lot in the course of a week last year, so we did put a bit of a hole in the population. So not seeing as many. There's still fucking loads here, like, but not seeing as many. But I don't understand why they haven't been put, or why a licence hasn't been done for them in England. Don't understand it at all. People are just fucking pissing about. I don't know if they're all just trying to do it just to appease this fucking Packham and his cronies or not. I don't know. Doesn't make any fucking sense. But if you go on the website, click the link I'll put on, you can read the pigeon licence, and I'll put the link for the crow licence as well if you have any interest to you. But from what I can see, it's still, what I have seen of it, it's still just protecting livestock, lambs, piglets, etc. No crop protection on it, so so be careful if you're shooting crows anyway, in England especially. A mate of mine phoned me up today. He said, how's the fucking situation with crows? He said, they've drilled a field. He's got permission on the next farm to one of mine, and they've drilled the field there, and the fucking crows are turning it over. So he said, get on them, get them shot. So I don't know how he got on, but yeah, so I don't understand why the licences aren't as forthcoming as they should have been. You know what I mean? This was supposed to be sorted out fucking weeks ago, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? Instead of people fucking about. I saw something on the previous licence. I haven't gone through the whole of the new pigeon licence this time, but on the last one it was saying something about non-commercial, which to me that sounds like any pigeon guides could get fucked over. You know what I mean? So I think that's what Packham's trying to stop, people actually enjoying themselves Because if you shoot something, don't smile. You know what I mean? Don't smile when you shoot it. Or go, oh, look at that, I've had to kill that bird, I'm going to go home and have a cry. So make sure you have yourself a nice little cry about shooting something. Don't enjoy it. And yeah, fuck 'em. Just keep fucking shooting bollocks to 'em. There's a guy, Country Sports TV. I don't know if people have been watching his updates. Ian Somerville or fucking shit with names. I have enough trouble remembering my own half the time. Yeah, check out the Country Sports TV. He speaks a lot better than me, so yeah, he sort of explains it a bit better. When I just come on and go, hey, a bunch of fucking tossers, whereas he goes through each one. He was saying something about the wood pigeon not having any sort of status. It's got the status of like a rat or a fox. Something to do with the Wildlife and Countryside Act. The pigeon was removed from that, so therefore, you know, it wasn't put on a protected, as in the red list, as in blackbirds, robins, etc. It wasn't put on the red list, but it wasn't put anywhere else either. So he sort of explains it in his last video of where the pigeons are actually at, and that really, from what he's saying, they shouldn't really have, the government shouldn't really be able to put a licence on them because they're classed like a rat. So, not that I'd ever class them as a rat, because I really, you know, I actually really admire the fucking wood pigeons. A cracking bird to shoot, fucking brilliant. But yeah, have a look at the Country Sports TV as well, and he explains it a little bit better than I do, a little bit more eloquently. Whereas I just talk shite and swear a lot and don't keep me fucking head still. Well, other than that, no more fucking, nothing to report. I haven't shot anything. Shot a couple of crows the other night, like, on the jackdaw, but other than that, fuck all. Nothing else to report until they either make their mind up on what they're going to do with this pigeon thing, over pigeon licence, whether they're going to put it as quarry and have a closed season, but the closed season be covered by a general licence. Fucking general licence. It shouldn't even be a fucking general licence. This shit shouldn't even be up for debate. You know what I mean? One fucking bloke says you can't fucking, I don't like you doing that, and the whole fucking shooting community, farming community, everything all has to fucking shut down in England. It's fucking ridiculous. And now he's whining that he can't go to this fucking dog fest thing for his own safety. Fuck off. Fucking lying bastard. He's not been threatened at all. Have you anybody ever heard of any arrests being made or anything? Have you? Fuck. He manipulates people. With him going with this Packham, now he was sort of the star attraction of this dog fest thing, and now I don't know if they've pulled him out or if he's pulled out himself. But to me now it looks like people do like him. They see him on the telly and he looks like a nice bloke and he talks, as though he knows what he's talking about. We know different. We know he's full of fucking shit. But townies don't. Townies think he's fucking brilliant. They say, oh, he knows what he's talking about, that fella. Doesn't know he's on the telly and he's on the British bullshit company. And yeah, he's pulled out, or they've stopped him going to this dog fest thing now over his safety. And which, if that is the case, it's a bit fucking pathetic. But I personally think it's fucking staged. He can manipulate people, and what he's doing, or what, to my mind, I mean, allegedly doing in my head, is basically he's upsetting every fucker. All the people that are going to go there to see him are now not going to see him, so they either might not go to the dog festival, or be a bit disgruntled at shooters. Look what you've done, you fucking ruined our day, you bunch of bastards. So that's your fault, and my fault, and everybody else that might be watching this, apart from that fucking wanker from the other day. I can't remember what you said now. You anyway, you're a prick anyway. But yeah, so basically all that's our fault. Although I did read in a paper that either him or some of his followers were trying to encourage people to go to this dog festival dressed as blood-stained birds. Ah, well done you lot. Yeah, fuck up a kid's day out with his dog. Yeah, you bunch of twats. But I went off on one, didn't I? I did it again. Anyway, right, I'm gonna fuck off. I'll put links in the description. Have a look, see what you think. Try and follow it to the letters as best as you can. Make sure you don't get into trouble if you're out shooting pigeons and crows. Obviously you can't shoot fuck all else. If you're in England, if you're in Wales, crack on, shoot every fucking thing. You know what I mean? Just get on with the job until they start here, obviously. But yeah, check out all the links. Make your own mind up. And happy shooting. Catch you later, chaps and chapesses.